Suresh Kumari ji to address the gathering.
Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh ji, respected Kapil Sibal ji, Shri Sam Patora ji, Shri Narayan Das ji, distinguished guests, guardian scholars, ladies and gentlemen. It is a proud moment for me to welcome you today on the launch of the Gandhi Heritage Site portal by the Honorable Prime Minister. The portal is an attempt to capture the story of the transformation of Mohanchand Karamchand Gandhi ji into the Mahatma Gandhi, one of the most famous figures who promoted non-violence in the world. The Honorable Prime Minister and the Chairperson UPA were deeply concerned that the Indian youth, which comprises of 80% of our population, are ignorant about Mahatma Gandhiji's philosophy and his contribution to Indian struggle of independence. In view to preserve the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi and to establish a bond between today's youth and India's history, the Ministry of Culture, in association with Sabarmati Ashram Preservation and Memorial Trust at Ahmedabad, was entrusted to design the Mahatma Gandhi Sites portal at Sabarmati Ashram. This would serve the people who wish to know more about Mahatma Gandhi's personal life and public life. In April 2006, the Gandhi Heritage Sites Committee was headed by Shri Gopal Krishna Gandhi was constituted, and they recommended the establishment of the Gandhi Heritage Sites Mission and the Gandhi Heritage Portal. The Culture Ministry took up the challenge and in collaboration with the Sabarmati Ashram worked towards the creation of this portal. The collection works of Mahatma Gandhiji available at the Sabarmati Ashram, this portal was envisaged. It brings together the first time a complete set of journals that Gandhiji edited and published. I am aware that this portal will eventually lead to the development of the of which would make available digital copies to the Gandhi manuscripts. Here I would like to thank the Gandhi Heritage Sites Committee, Chairman Gopal Krishna Gandhiji and his team for steering us in the right direction. I am sure the Gandhi Heritage Portal will inspire, empower and enlighten the younger generation to respect the ideals of Mahatma Gandhiji. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
I'd now like to request Shri Kartikeya Sarabhai, Trustee of the Sabarmati Ashram Preservation and Memorial Trust, to briefly tell us about the portal.
Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, distinguished guests, it is with great pleasure that we are here today to see the fulfillment of something which many people have worked very hard over the last 3 years with this enormous task which was set to us. Gopal Krishna Gandhi had phoned to say that the Gandhi Heritage Sites Committee was thinking of entrusting this work to the Gandhi Sabarmati Ashram Preservation Memorial Trust. And what would it involve? And we immediately said that it would involve partnership, because this was truly a national effort. It was not the effort of any one group. And at the heart of it, sir, was the tremendous work done in 1956, starting in 56, of the collected works of Mahatma Gandhi. Prime Minister Nehru at that time had done this unique putting together of all the materials in English, in Hindi and in Gujarati, which formed the real foundation of what we are seeing here today. besides the key texts of Gandhiji, which are the 7 books and the Gita, which he translated to Gujarati, were the fundamental works by a number of his colleagues, including Mahadev Bhai Desai and others. They're the journals and other works which were put together. And as was mentioned, this was done in an unabridged and authentic way. There are pieces of paper which one would love to see, but they are so fragile you cannot touch them. But now I feel that I can go to the portal and I'm with those pieces. While we were doing it, for instance, a handwritten journal called Matpudo was found, and we found the team put all of these together. And when they put together and we put them on the portal, suddenly something, even being next to it which was not accessible, became accessible to us. And that's the whole power of this thing. But the idea was not limited to India, because Gandhiji, in fact, has impacted the world. And we want this to go into many languages. The current edition which you are seeing here, which already has 5 lakh pages, it's current, but it's still got 5 lakh pages. It perhaps go up to about 10 or 12 lakhs before this portal can be said to really be complete. But already has Gandhiji's autobiography in 13 languages. And we want it in every Indian language, in every one of the major international languages. We want this material to be there. We want this to be reaching out to young people. We want it to be a research thing. We want it to be searchable. And it's very difficult because the words have changed. The same words we use today were not necessarily used by Gandhiji at that time. And so how do we make it searchable? How do young people relate to this? This was a task in partnership. We thank Ministry of Culture for the trust they put in this. We thank Mr. Sam Pitroda for his leadership. But it also gave us links to others. For instance, we approached Narayan Murthy at Infosys to say, help us with the structure of this, and which willingly people helped. There were a number of Gandhian institutions which we helped. We put a new team together with Mr. Bhatia as heading the technical team, and Mr. Tridip Surud, the editing team and the overall direction. We have, the whole question was, which edition of Gandhiji will you put in? Something like Hind Swaraj has gone through several editions. So what was decided is that all the editions should be put in, so that a researcher can see how Gandhiji even changed over the years what he wrote. We put it in, including with the scribblings on the side. And then we also have the cleanup version. So it's really a wealth of things which are becoming available here. And I would like to finally say that we are extremely thankful to the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, to put this open to the globe, and so that everyone can see it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sarabhai. It's only befitting now to hear from a renowned Gandhian and a trustee of the Sabarmati Ashram Preservation and Memorial Trust, Shri Narayan Desai.
नमस्कार। मुझे इस बात की बहुत खुशी है कि इस देश के प्रथम पंक्ति के सेवक के हाथ से गांधी हेरिटेज पोर्टल का उद्घाटन हो रहा। पिछली शताब्दी में भारत की ओर से मानवता को सबसे बड़ी अगर कोई देन थी तो वो गांधी थी, जिन्होंने दुनिया के वंचित लोगों के लिए न्यायमय शांतिमय मार्ग से न्याय दिलाने का रास्ता दिखाया। पिछली शताब्दी का मुख्य मंत्र था पीस एंड जस्टिस। गांधी का वो उपदेश पिछली शताब्दी से समाप्त नहीं होता है, इस शताब्दी में वो नया रूप लेकर आता। इस शताब्दी में मैं अंग्रेजी शब्द एक सोच रहा था, हारमोनी। अपनी अलग अलग भाषाओं में अलग अलग शब्द हारमोनी के लिए है। गुजराती भाषा में सुसंवादिता शब्द है, संगीत के साथ जुड़ा हुआ शब्द है, और उसी को इस्तेमाल करने की मैं धृष्टता करूँगा। शायद 21वीं शताब्दी में गांधी का अगर मैसेज हो तो वो सुसंवादिता का मैसेज है। व्यक्ति के अपने जीवन में सुसंवादिता, समाज में अलग अलग गिरोहों के बीच सुसंविता, और मनुष्य की प्रकृति के साथ की संवादिता, ये तीनों प्रकार की संवादिता, ये इस शताब्दी का मुख्य संदेश है। मुझे याद आता है वो प्रसंग जब गांधी ने कुछ लोगों की, हमारी कार्यकर्ताओं की सभा में ये कहा था कि मैं कोई चुपचाप, मरने के बाद भी चुपचाप रहने वाला नहीं हूँ। मैं अपनी कब्र में से भी अंगड़ाई लेकर उठूंगा और तुम सबको भी झकझोरूंगा। मेरा ख्याल है कि ये जो गांधी पोर्टल का उद्देश्य है वो झकझोरने का है, केवल शब्दों को निरूपित करने का नहीं है। गांधी की वाणी ऐसी थी कि जो बोलता था उसको भी झकझोरता था, जिसको सुनाता था उसको भी झकझोरता था। मैं उम्मीद ये रखता हूँ कि हम लोग अपनी मर्यादाओं को समझते हुए नम्रता के साथ इस विश्व में गांधी वाणी को फैलाने का एक नम्र प्रयास कर रहे हैं। हम स्वयं पहले इस वाणी से झकझोरे जाएंगे। यहाँ बैठे सब लोग गांधी की वाणी का स्पर्श अपने जीवन में पहले करेंगे, और उसके बाद दुनिया भर में जो फैलेगा वहाँ तक उसको फैलाने की कोशिश करेंगे। जब होगी वो होगा, और वो ऐसे माध्यम से हो रहा है कि जो शायद आज सामान्य से सामान्य आदमी के पास पहुंचने का वो तरीका है जिसमें सत्ता, संपत्ति और मनुष्य की महत्वाकांक्षा, ये तीनों आड़े नहीं आ सकती हो। इस प्रकार की का जो साधन है, उस साधन के जरिए हम पहुंचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, और इस खुशी को आप सबके साथ शेयर करके मैं बहुत आनंद व्यक्त करता हूँ। नमस्कार।
Dhanyavad. I'd now like to request Dr. Sam Pitroda, advisor to the Prime Minister, to address the gathering.
Honorable Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is indeed a special privilege to be here with you all to launch Gandhiji's Heritage Portal. We have been working on this for almost 3 years. This portal is an innovative way to preserve a vital part of our history and heritage in the digital age, and at the same time provide access to our people on authentic material, literature, lessons and messages from Mahatma Gandhi ji, especially on truth, non-violence, sacrifice, inclusion, unconditional love for everyone, concern for minorities, and lot more. I believe Gandhiji is more relevant today than ever before in the history. I am glad that we plan to translate this portal into multiple languages. This portal provides framework which we can use for other portals, and hopefully learn from this exercise to make sure that people come forward to prepare portals for Subhash Chandra Bose, Nehru, Sardar Patel, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Maulana Azad, Lokmanya Tilak, C.V. Raman, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, various freedom fighters. And I hope this becomes a movement in the community where public-private partnership would come forward to do more of this. I want to remind that the UPA government has spent a lot of effort in building national knowledge network, which connects all our universities, all our R&D labs, all our colleges. And for this, we really need to create local content, relevant content, Indian content. And this is a classical example of the right content that we need to create for our own people, so we don't go off and always look at content from Western countries. Once we get panchayat connectivity with 250,000 panchayats connecting to optical fibers, this will have totally different meaning, because then people from rural areas will be able to access a lot of this information. Then it will increase richness and reach of Gandhi portal. The idea is to really democratize information and knowledge. And this will not only transform villages, but will also transform community at large. I believe Gandhiji's dream of Ram Rajya could not be translated in that era because there was no web. I believe web brings about openness, accessibility, connectivity, networking, democratization, decentralization. It will give us the right kind of tools to ultimately implement Gandhiji's dream of Ram Rajya. I believe we are at a tipping point in our effort to really democratize information. From our group, we have been working with the Ministry of Culture and Gandhi Ashram on 4 projects. One, Gandhiji's Heritage Portal, which we are launching today. 2, heritage site missions, for which there is already a mission by Ministry of Culture, but we want to add digital element to all of the heritage sites. 3, we have been working with Gujarat Vidyapith Vice Chancellor to make sure that Gujarat Vidyapith literature and courses can be taken to other parts of the country. Today it is only in Gujarati, handful of people have access to it, and our goal is to make it convenient using NKN to offer Gandhiji courses to rest of the world. 4, we also plan Gandhi's Intellectual Heritage Conference once a year, where we can bring best of the best brains working on Gandhiji's thought and keep Gandhiji's thought in public space alive and vibrant. I want to thank Honorable Prime Minister for taking time out from his busy schedule to be with us to launch this. I want to thank both the ministers for being here. And I want to really thank all of the young people who worked on this portal. Very few of those are represented here, but it is really their work, their talent, with little bit of guidance from older people like us who got this done. I hope many more young will join in creating portal movement in the country quickly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'd now like to request the Honourable Minister for Communication, IT, Law and Justice, Shri Kapil Sibbalji, to address the gathering.
Prime Minister, my colleague, Cabinet colleague Chandresh Kumariji, my friend Sam Pitroda, Shri Narayan Desai, Karthikeya Sarabhai, distinguished guests. I'm really delighted to be able to offer my words of welcome to this august assembly of eminent public personalities assembled here for the launch of the Gandhi Heritage Portal. Last week, the first African-American president addressed the nation from the place where half a century ago Reverend Martin Luther King had addressed thousands of his followers with the now famous speech, and I quote, "I have a dream," close quote. As a Baptist minister, Dr. King undoubtedly derived much of his philosophy of nonviolence from his Christian upbringing and writings. But he was also greatly influenced and inspired by the nonviolence practiced by Gandhiji during the freedom struggle to win freedom from colonial rule. It showed him that it would be possible to fight for civil rights of black people not only with guns and bombs or with lies and propaganda, but with love and truth. Thus, under his leadership, the civil rights movement in the US was non-violent without being passive. Gandhi's philosophy of non-violence also dominated Nelson Mandela's struggle against apartheid in South Africa. Gandhiji's greatest contribution to history has thus been to call into question this seeming truism that being non-violent means being passive. Gandhiji spent virtually his entire adult life experimenting with methods of non-violence intended to be not just morally admirable, but effective in the real world. His contention was always that standing up for oneself, struggling against injustice, prevailing over evil, living with dignity and integrity do not require the use of violence. There are other ways, other strategies perhaps more effective that we can use and that are non-violent. In these difficult and turbulent times when we witness violence everywhere, Gandhiji's message of non-violence and peaceful protest is even more relevant than earlier. Gandhiji was perhaps amongst the few to recognize and rebel against Western hegemony of ideas and cultures. He believed in, preached and practiced simple living, high thinking and localism. In this age of consumerism and creature comforts, austerity is a concept that is often not even comprehended by Western thought. Sustainability is all about this philosophy. Our government recognizes that sustainable growth implies inclusive development based on local and grassroots participation and solutions. We are thus putting in policies and legislations to empower the people at the grassroots, even through education and information as a matter of right. I applaud the Ministry of Culture's initiative to launch the Gandhi Heritage Portal and the dedication and commitment of the Sabarmati Ashram to conceptualize and design this very, very informative portal, which I am confident will inspire other Martin Luther Kings and Mandelas in years to come in making the world a better place. And I am deeply obliged for the Prime Minister being here to launch this portal. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'd now like to request the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, to dedicate the Gandhi Heritage Portal by pressing the button on the mouse placed in front. Thank you, sir. May I now request our Honorable Prime Minister to please address the gathering.
Shri Kapil Sibal ji, Srimati Chandresh Kumari Katoj ji, Shri Narayan Desai ji, Shri Kartike Sarabhai ji, Taraben Gandhi ji, Dr. Sam Pitroda, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to join you for this dedication to the nation of the Gandhi Heritage Portal. I am very glad that our Ministry of Culture took the lead in making this portal possible. I should mention at the outset, though, that this achievement would not have come about without the hard work put in by our friends like Shri Narayan Desai and many of his Gandhian colleagues, technical experts, scholars and others at the historic Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad. I compliment all of them for what is obviously a labor of love and respect for one of the greatest souls to ever walk this earth. The Gandhi Heritage Portal is a technology-driven initiative aimed at making Gandhiji accessible all over the world on an electronic platform. It aspires to be one of the most authentic open source archives on the life and work and thought of Mahatma Gandhi. I am confident that it will be an invaluable resource for generations to come, especially for the youth worldwide. I have been told that the portal at present provides approximately 500,000 pages of material in electronic form, and that it aspires eventually to place about 1 million pages of information in multiple languages. Well begun is usually half done, and the Sabarmati Ashram trustees have demonstrated this amply in this regard. Ladies and gentlemen, this collection of documents provides great source material on our freedom struggle and captures the triumph and tribulations, the thoughts and visions of an entire generation of freedom fighters led by Bapu. But its true significance perhaps lies in its architecture. I recall the first edition of Gandhiji's Hind Swaraj. On the title page, he printed "No rights reserved." He, in many ways, was one of the pioneers of a movement that we can today proudly call the open source movement, and this portal is a befitting addition to that vision. It is a self-evident truth that knowledge has to be an inclusive process, where barriers to learning are systematically dismantled. Only a society that is committed to the free flow of ideas can hope to lead in an age of knowledge. Our government has taken many significant steps in this direction. The National Manuscripts Mission, the Digital Library of India, the Variorium on Tagore, and the Gandhi Heritage Portal are all important milestones in this journey. In addition to Mahatma Gandhi's intangible heritage by way of his thought, which embraces all of humanity, we are also conscious of Bapu's tangible heritage and its preservation and promotion. Towards this end, we have recently established the Gandhi Heritage Sites Mission. This mission will go in for professional conservation and management of buildings where Bapu stayed and bring together published and unpublished documents, photographs and audiovisuals, among others. Similarly, we are keen that a world-class national memorial should soon come up at Dandi, which will inspire the younger generation and expose them to the trials the freedom fighters went through. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, it is the people of India who are the trustees of the heritage of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is not only in our past, he is in our present and will also form a significant part of the future that we want for our country and our people. It is a future free of oppression, free of hunger, free of injustice and structural inequalities and violence. It's a future in which all of us are unable to contribute without prejudice and in which all share the idea of an inclusive and just India. Ladies and gentlemen, Hriday Kunj on the banks of the Sabramati is a very special place of pilgrimage. Every time I've gone there to pay my homage to the man who lived in that humble dwelling, I have come back with renewed hope and faith. It is for this reason that I am particularly happy that the Gandhi Heritage Portal has been conceived and developed at the Sabramati Ashram. The ashram is a living proof that a memorial that is alive to the expectations of the nation and is capable of assuming new roles will always retain its relevance in the imagination of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, let me once again convey my good wishes to the trustees of the Sabramati Ashram who have conceptualized and created this portal. Their task has only just begun. Much more remains to be done. In this moment, perhaps they will remember a line, one step enough for me, from one of Gandhiji's favorite hymn, Lead Kindly Light. I am sure that Bapu's spirit of perseverance will show them the light and lead them on to many greater steps in their noble task. With these words, I thank all of you for joining me here this evening. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. That